Here on the pod this Tuesday morning, January 27th. Ron is with us today because James said, I'm tired of all the snow and cold talk.
Yes, that's exactly
He
what
said
he
I can't
said.
do it. Although he can just go on and on, all the nuances, the scientific terms. But he's actually got a school visit today. A couple of those coming up. Actually had to do half a show solo last week because of that.
How was that?
I thought it was fine. Anyone who saw it live or on replay, I don't know. But yeah, so we'll hear from him again this week. Got you sliding in. And of course, well aware of what happens here. I am mad.
Ooh.
Disappointed that I missed the whole hot tub talk.
Ah.
So in recent weeks,
yes.
you got this new hot tub, and I said before this show, do you want to talk about it? And you're like, oh, James and I did a deep dive, like 12 to 16 minutes on it, way back when. So how often do you use this thing? Every day?
So we were using it every day until this really freezing stretch.
It's too cold.
Yeah, we were in there once, me and my husband, and like my face was freezing. And I was like, I think this is the moment we say, okay, this is the temperature we cannot go into the hot tub in.
Did you have icicles on your eyebrows, nose,
what
ears,
it felt
anything?
like. It's what it felt like.
It's too much.
Hair freezing.
What led up to the conversation of, hey, let's get a hot tub?
My husband saw a hot tub on Facebook Marketplace. And he was like, you know what we should get? We should get a hot tub.
That's what I should do. Because right now, my wife is sending me stuff from Facebook Marketplace, and Steph will be like, hey, we need a new dining room table set. We need a new table, need new chairs. These things are like falling apart. She's had them for longer than a decade. And there's Play-Doh on them. There's markers on them. The legs are wobbly. And so she's sending me those things. So maybe I'll just respond. I'll find a hot tub somewhere.
Yeah, I mean, so we have a nightmare of a story where we got a hot tub from Facebook Marketplace, and then we needed to get it, like, we had to have a company come in to kind of fix it up because we noticed that there were issues. Long story short, had an issue with this company. They brought us a like brand new refurbished hot tub at the end of the day. So it worked out for us. Ultimately, I will use this company again because they solved my issue.
Wow.
By giving me a hot tub.
I had one. I'm trying to think if I tried to buy anything from Facebook Marketplace. Two things. So 15 years ago, when I was in Myrtle Beach, I bought a kegerator for $100 from some guy. He was like, just getting rid of it. This was the early days before the scams were everywhere on it. And I went and got it. Still works, keeps everything cold in the garage. Number two was about a year ago. Something came up. I think it had to be a sectional for our front room besides the living room. So we were looking for a sofa. And I was like, it wasn't like for $100. So it wasn't like that alarming that it could be fake. It was for a couple hundred. And I was like, this is pretty nice. And so I messaged the person once, and it was on one of the Webster neighborhood groups. And they were like, still got it. Can you come pick it up? And I was like, yeah, 2 to 3 o'clock on this Saturday. I'll come get it. And they're like, no, can you come now? And I'm like, no, I can do it later. And they're like, well, and then it got into, well, can you pay me and send it, and we can do Venmo or whatever. And I just stopped responding. And it was message after message after message, like 20 in a row.
Yeah.
And I finally realized, okay, here I am being duped. This is a scam.
Yeah.
Fake. Yeah.
No, but sometimes you get lucky. I have friends who got a hardwood table, beautiful, with the chairs that accompanied it and everything. Beautiful, beautiful table. So, and that was free. They didn't even charge them for it. They were just giving it away.
Just take it off our hands instead of putting it at the end of the driveway.
Can you pick it up immediately? Great.
The thing that scares me about hot tubs and or pools is just like the maintenance thing with it, of the chlorine, the chemicals, measuring all that. Are you doing it?
No.
It's just
Have you met me?
I'm just checking the temperature. Yeah.
No. I just get it. My husband was like, come. He's teaching us how to service the thing.
And you're like, you take good notes. Yeah.
Like, I'm good. You tell me how to do it later, honey.
Man, that's fun. That's awesome. My father-in-law has one, and it's like gets out early every morning.
Yeah,
no matter what, and just hops in.
It's like you just feel like I sit there sometimes and I'm like, I can't believe I live here. Like, I can't believe this is my house, and I can't believe this is my hot tub.
And just enjoying the snow for all of that.
Got stuck in a snow squall.
When?
In the hot tub.
Oh.
Yeah, like I had just gotten the warning, and then I was like, I guess we're gonna be here for this.
And it's like, boom. Was that your first snow squall experience?
So just a few days before I was driving back from New York City, there was a snow squall warning. And throughout the drive, periodically, we were stuck in a squall, and it was terrible.
I don't know if we've had one this season that's been bad enough to, and maybe it's my notifications to do, it's almost like the Amber Alert sound. Like, you know it's coming, like or a tornado warning. It's just, bark, bark.
Yeah,
and
no,
it says
it's
snow
not
squall.
those.
Those have happened before. Maybe they stopped doing it, the National Weather Service, whatever the partnership is. But that was like, and I remember the first times that I saw it be out of nowhere and then just blinding white.
Yeah.
Blowing sideways, have it. Yeah.
So the drive was the first time I had, I think really understood what a snow squall was. Because
I know.
didn't
And
experience
then
it.
over the last week, we've gotten like 50 notifications
Yeah.
about it. Yeah. But it's just, we're done with the snow. So you have a cover for the hot tub.
Yes.
Did you dig out from around it?
Me, no. Me, no. You have to understand.
I got it. I got it. How's the driveway? Same thing?
So yesterday, I got stuck in the morning leaving the house. I get back home, and I'm like, you knew I was coming back, buddy.
It wasn't touched.
You didn't shovel.
Man.
So he comes out with the shovel so that I can get back in the driveway. And he does the bottom. We have a pretty long driveway.
Yeah.
He does the bottom, and he's like, I pull in, and he's like,
Stop.
just
That's
stop.
far enough.
Leave the car right
Toward the edge.
So the car was just there. I'm like lugging through the
And then
snow.
you walk
to the
halfway through the driveway.
Yeah.
Just enough to get off the street. Oh, that's great. That's
it's
so
amazing.
good. We where I live, I get a plow guy who comes out and takes care of it, mainly just because the schedule and stuff for the kids in the morning if I'm not there to like snow blow or whatever. So we'll have them. And they made a couple runs over the weekend, and I've been putting off for 6 months cleaning out the garage. So it's just my car that's in the garage now because I'm leaving at 2 a.m. to come to work. And so whenever they come and plow, they do half of it, and Steph's car is still out there. So they went out and brushed off. She had some fun with the kids, their snow day, and brushed it off yesterday. And then I had the idea. I was like, you know what? I'm going to try to be a good man, good husband. So last night, like 6 o'clock, as she was making dinner, I said, I'm just going to go take care of your car, move some of the snow that the plow couldn't get to. And so I backed her car up, and it's just feet of snow. And so I get out there with a shovel. It's not doing much. So I get the snow blower, and I start blowing it off to the side of the driveway. But I didn't realize that the wind happened to be going straight to the east at me. And it's just, I'm throwing it out, and it's coming just right back at me. I was in a jacket and just some flannel PJs that were just soaked. So I spent 30 minutes out there, way more than I wanted to. And I came back inside, and she's like, your dinner's going to be cold. I was sitting here waiting for you doing this. I was like, well, I didn't realize I was going to make a mess of trying to clear some of the snow. But
Good man.
Oh, man.
Good man, Brennan.
I love that. Clearing it just enough so you can pull the car in the driveway. So when you walked out this morning, you had to walk down through the snow.
Yes,
to
I
get
did.
That's great. That is great. We've been looking for some good news, and Lord knows we have. And I was happy to see that after school closures and delays, because RCSD did call off school again today, the number 2 story on our website right now is something that Ryan did last night. We heard about these kids in Kendall, about what they were doing with their snow day, and they were out helping some everyday heroes.
Family, one school, one community.
That's the motto for the students of Kendall, and they put it into practice during their snow day, shoveling the area surrounding fire hydrants so that firefighters could access them quickly.
It's a big help for us, especially going to emergencies. If they're buried, I mean, it takes us a lot of time to clean them out, hook up, and fight if there's a fire.
And these kids were eager to help.
If there was a fire, they could do it faster, get the fire out faster. If something bad happens, then they'll be there right away to help.
Not only does it make first responders' jobs easier, but it gave the little ones a reason to get out of the house and make memories together.
Yeah, there was shovels and snow blowers, and it was really fun.
And for one lucky kid who took part, the opportunity to take a ride in a fire truck. Deputy Fire Chief Cole says it's the department's way of saying thank you for all their hard work.
What we do, is not just, fight fires and stuff. We try and be with the community, This is one town, one community, one family. We're all together.
And the team at the Kendall Fire Department hopes that this inspires others to take the extra few minutes to clear a fire hydrant to make their communities safer too. In Kendall, Ryan Hermanat, News 8.
One of my favorite pieces I did was with the Brighton Fire Department.
You got some training.
We ran around and in the fire truck and everything, so it's not just fun for the kids.
This was when you were like full on morning reporter, and I remember when the conversation came up, and it was like, you be able to find some hydrants in the morning?
Yeah.
And sure enough, they were right there.
A bunch.
We're
It's
like
actually
feet
really
above it.
sad.
Yeah, I know, because it's just. Plus, with the snow and everything that's right around it, whenever there is some sort of melting, if it's so close, it just freezes over. And then you're talking literally seconds before stopping a garage from collapsing or anyone who might be
Right.
trapped in the fire. But serious, that was nice to see those kids doing it.
Yeah.
Not just a full-on snow day. It did bring up a question, because we were talking about students for What's Up Rock, about school bus rides and getting out there this morning, back to school after the snow day, where you sat on the bus. Were you in the back?
I was, but it was more like
Toward the back.
It was more like a grade thing. So as you know,
The older kids.
the older you got, you were like you moved back and back until you were the cool kid in the back of the bus.
You said that, and then I was like, wait a second. I always sat closer towards the front, so naturally, not cool. Breaking news. Yeah.
I
And,
wasn't cool. I've always been a nerd trying to be cool, and then one day I just gave up.
James and I just said, like, the back of the bus was, and I hope it's better these days. It was just. It was
Wild.
terrible. It was wild. It was crazy toward the back of the bus. Coming home from soccer games, football games, band trips. It was just too much. But the routine of during the day, try to stay up closer towards the front. I got bullied a little bit. Just not to get into a whole therapy session, but yeah, it was
No.
rough. It was rough.
I was a theater kid. I got bullied.
Yeah, so I hope it was okay, and maybe it's just better just do the assigned seatings. That'd be fine. We got more coming your way on the pod. New tattoos
Yes.
for me
Oh.
today. Coming up. Back here on the pod, I'm Brennan. She's Iran, and for James on this Tuesday morning for the podcast, Second Cup of Sunrise. I will be doing the Survivor trivia in a bit.
Ooh.
Did you watch? I've gotten like 2 of these. James has
Oh.
knocked off like 4 of them.
No, we're
Yeah.
all wrong. I
I
did
know.
it with James a couple of times.
Yeah.
Didn't get one right.
Yeah, we'll have that in a bit. Before break, I mentioned new tattoos today. You have any?
I do. I have 3.
I think in total, because I do have a half sleeve on my right arm, but if I counted each one, a dozen across chest, back, shoulder,
But
leg.
they were like planned out to be connected or not really?
Yes. On my right arm, when like each symbol, like they're not all connected necessarily in their meaning, but in their shapes and kind of design and theme. But I was getting them basically monthly leading up until COVID. And then a tattoo parlor shop was the last place I wanted to be.
Right.
Like things airborne and
Yeah.
and I just haven't been back to get it filled in. But that is like one last thing to do. It's just shading behind them all or something like that.
Oh, that sounds so
And stuff's like
painful right
just keep going. But it's I love them. So it's been a couple years since I've had anything done. And then something came up. It was maybe on TikTok or somewhere in recent weeks. Steph saw it, and basically it's for parents, and it's kids holding hands tattoos. So a way to remember your youngest while they're their youngest. And so here's the gist of it. So what you do is, and here's some videos. So you get like ink and put it on your kids' fingertips, and then they hold your hand. And then at that point, you get a star, a heart, whatever
Right.
symbol you might want. And so that's like to remember these were their fingertips when they were their
now.
littlest.
That is so sweet.
Things like that. So I don't know exactly what mine's going to be. I said, Steph, I'll get. She said, do you want to do it? Because I'm going to do it. And I was like, sure. It's sweet. We'll have it.
It is.
And she was like, what symbols would you want? I can do stars or hearts. I'll get the same ones as you. So we're doing that today. There's someone that she knows on the east side. I forget what it is. It's like pencil ink or pen ink, however they do it. And she's had a couple things. So we'll do that. Yeah.
Well, you're more thought out than I am. I usually get a tattoo because like somebody was like, let's go get a tattoo. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah, find something. She's gotten a couple of those. I'm trying to think if I have anyone. I have one on my wrist, it was from a cross necklace. So when I was in college, I had a friend who worked in the Peace Corps in South America. So I took winter break off, went backpacking with him, and somewhere in Paraguay, I bought just a rope necklace and had a cross on it. It was at a bus stop. It had to have been like the equivalent of a quarter here. And I wore it for years. And then one day it fell off.
Aw.
And I said, well, this is it. My time's up.
My time's up.
And I just carried it around with me. And then on a visit coming up to Rochester, my sister-in-law, she was going to get a tattoo. We go to a shop here in town, Pyramid. They don't pay me for things. I pay them for ink, but they were great. Met a great guy. And as they were waiting, next thing I know, I'm lining up to get they laid the rope around my wrist, traced it, and then drew that one. So I got that one.
But you see, that's so thoughtful. Like, I was in Miami a couple of months ago, and we just happened to go past Miami Ink. Do you remember that reality
from the
show?
Yeah.
And my husband was like, oh my God, it's Miami Ink. We should go get a tattoo. I walk in, I choose mine, whatever. I get it. He ended up leaving without a tattoo. I love it.
Oh, come on. It's the memories to have that. That's so good. Come on.
So I have it now.
Does he have any?
Yeah, he does.
Yeah. Man, you got to do that. It's the spring break vacation
what you do,
tattoo. You have that. So we'll see how it shakes out. I think I'm going to have it on both. And then I immediately thought, I said, because on your hands, it's been a while since I've had a tattoo. I was like, can I take the shower the next day to have it? And they say with these, pretty good. So 6 to 8 hours, and then it's just A&D ointment you got to put on it over and over. You can't get in, like, no hot tub. Don't have it submerged. Keep it out with that. So got that going on. And you missed the story yesterday. I talked about Steph slicing her thumb on Friday on a vase. So when she goes, she's got stitches on one thumb, and she'll be putting her hand out like this. So
oh wow, bad cut.
Yeah, it was on I texted our morning show team Friday because we had a little bit of a sick kid, and then I said the day ended with a trip to urgent care to an ER doc to get stitches. Yeah, she was filling up a vase. It split her thumb just as I got home. She was like, we got to go. And we went. She got 5 stitches. So now whenever she takes some nice Instagram photos of this, you got to be careful holding your hand. Put it palm down so you don't see the stitches for anybody. I know. She went through a lot. So we're going to have this.
Feel that.
Yes, that was rough. Something else happened recently when we went to Disney. You ever flown budget carriers?
No.
Even out of New York City? Nowhere.
No.
Because you're always going overseas or somewhere,
Yeah,
and you're not
I'm
doing
always
Spirit or whatever.
No, I'm usually going somewhere rather far. I mean, the most budget I get is JetBlue, which is not very budget.
Mine was Southwest, which would be like the biggest of the lower cost carriers. So we did this going to Orlando, and it was the first time that they did. It's just a free for all, open seating. Basically, you're in a zone. You're zone A or B, and you just show up at your gate, and everyone lines up, and then they're like, you're kind of by numbers, and they're like, A's, come on in. And everyone just rushes in. You just pick whatever seat you want. And then it was with B. But as of today, they're not doing that anymore. So now they have the ticket zone, so new fare tiers, basic, preferred, extra leg room. This is all based on your fare type, seat location, and, of course, your loyalty membership status.
Of course.
So that's, ending it.
There's this, I guess at one point they moved to kind of doing it on the app or whatever it is, because there's a video that goes around with a comedian who's like mid-show, and his like alarm goes off, and he's like, I'll be darned if I don't
my seat to have
check in right now.
We were lucky because we got kind of the family pass, because they would do the first priority group, and then they're like, family's next. But even then, it's just 5 different families waiting, just like cram in and go, and then they bring everyone else. So we eventually got seats, but yeah, it was just wild. If you were last, I mean, you were going to be very, very back, stuck on it.
And your baby's still on stroller?
We were carrying them.
Yes, good.
Yes, we were
carrying. That's what you do at the airport.
Yes, we were, and they were very strict about carry-ons for each person. So whenever you go to check in, we were like, okay, Brooklyn and Julia, almost 6 and just turned 3.
These are yours.
You have to push a carry-on physically past the woman or man who's scanning our tickets, because they make sure everyone has the bag. Yeah.
Oh, that's messed up.
I know. So we had to do it, and then they were having fun, because once you got to the gate and reaching out the walkway, they were just pushing it down and having fun.
Okay.
Yeah. So we got all that. America's Next Top Model We ran the story during our trending section on Sunrise. There's some more drama coming back with this as Tyra Banks is returning to TV to address the rise and fall of the show. It was once one of the biggest reality shows that we had. It ran from 2003 to 2018. There was controversy, though. Accusations of body shaming, extreme makeovers, poor treatment of the contestants after viewers unearthed previous episodes. Banks says the show sometimes went too far, and now they'll revisit that. Reality Check Inside America's Next Top Model. That's February 16th on Netflix.
I loved the show at the time,
Yeah.
and I think what we're gonna learn through this documentary is that it was just how the industry was at the time. I'm not saying that's okay or not okay.
Right.
It's just, she was doing what the industry was at the time.
And you go back and look at it, and this is like with so many things, going back even just like a decade, not that far, you're like, maybe we shouldn't have done these things.
Yeah.
Or maybe we should have handled it a different way. And we'll see how it lands, the apology, whatever word you want to call it, the revisiting it. And,
Even when you watch shows like Friends now, you're like, okay, that wouldn't have happened now, or you wouldn't have written that way now. So, I think that's what we're going to learn.
some jokes from whether it be Seinfeld, whatever show you may have, and then you go back and look at it for sure. Speaking of TV shows, the Survivor game. Let me get this up here. There's a QR code. Enter it once a day. You don't have to answer any of the trivia questions right or anything. You use this email address, and coming up on the 25th of February, that's the 50th season of Survivor. After that, we're going to do a random drawing, give out some of the Survivor gear that the group sent to affiliates. The question today, most individual challenge wins. We're going to have no idea.
Most individual challenge
So
wins.
how many times did the most that somebody won one of the games?
6.
Close. Terry Dietz, 8 wins in Panama. Maybe James would have had that. The other one for tomorrow is how many contestants quit the game.
Ooh.
I got to save that one. Try to think of it off the top of the head.
Okay, I have to remember to ask you.
Yes, I know. We'll have it. If something comes up, have to invite you back on. Finally here, before we get going, let's talk again about some of the cold. Not going to make you give the forecast or pull up weather graphics like James did.
I can try, but it
This
won't
is
work out.
this is for anyone for a career change. If you want to take your 98-degree self to the coldest commute on Earth, Antarctica. It has some job openings. The British Antarctic Survey is looking for people to help keep their research stations up and running, and no science degree required on that. Just listen to some of the postings.
We need chefs, we need vehicle operators, we need boat handlers, we need mountaineers to help people move around safely, we need plumbers, we need joiners, we need builders, we need medics, we need a doctor.
Yeah, they need everybody.
Is there like an incentive? Is there like a bonus of some sort? Do you know?
I mean, it's got to be decent pay. Food, housing, cold weather gear supplied. You work alongside scientists studying climate change, the melting ice, and the continent's unique wildlife. And not a bad office view either. You see some of that? Oh, you just go out for a little morning
just
jog,
casual
have
run.
that. Oh, man.
I at one point was like looking for a bunch of programs just randomly across the country that like invite you to, like Alaska has a thing where it's like if you go live there, you get some sort of tax credit or something to live there. So I was looking for a bunch of these things when I was working 100% remotely.
I'm trying to think of where the furthest or coldest that I would have applied. I ended up for a job in Rochester, but coming out of college, I never applied for Alaska. That was one place where like starter market where a lot of people would go. Like you'd go to college at Syracuse or wherever, and that's where you end up in a job in Fairbanks or wherever it may be.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wouldn't have thought.
Because compared to others, it was relatively decent pay at the time, and then go live there. But is it dark 6 months out of the year? Is it obviously so cold? But yeah, people live it. This looks like Rochester right now, by the way. Everything.
Yeah,
Yes.
sorta.
That does it for the pod. Thanks for hanging out. Back here tomorrow and on your TV at noon.
Get the Rochester First streaming app today for everything you love from News 8 On Demand, plus exclusive shows you won't see anywhere else. Search ROC and download for free on Roku, Amazon Fire, and Apple TV.